Hey guys, my name is Nutch, and welcome back to Pikmin! Last time, I showed off all the endings you can get here in this game, and now it is time to go over Olimar's log journal. So, Olimar actually really has a lot of interesting points when it comes to everything he's encountered in his adventure on PNF 404. Including the days he spent here, the enemies he's encountered, all the Pikmin and all that, and I want to go over with them all with you. There's in total 71 message in every single version of this game, but some of them are unused. So of course we'll be going over it. So starting off, we've got day 1. I somehow managed to launch the dolphin, but I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The dolphin is missing 29 ship parts. If I cannot recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hocate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my dolphin in such short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the key to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I will explore it tomorrow. And then that one's for the specific day of day 1, and the next one is for the specific day of day 29. These only appear on the 1st and the 29th day of the game. Tomorrow is the day of my life support system fails. If I do not recover all my parts, I will have no choice but to try to blast off. Missing a few parts may not affect my attempts to return to Hocate, but then again, it may. At any rate, I must try to recover the remaining parts tomorrow. So yeah, Olimar gives it a little indication that some parts is not necessary to go back to beat the game. Yes, there are only a handful of ship parts that aren't required. Well, anyway, we've got the information logs. Starting off with the area clear. Hope has begun to well up within me for the dolphin's repair and my own chances of reunion with my dear family. Tomorrow I shall go forth with a new attitude and to continue my exploration in a different region. I hope that fortune will shine upon me. Next one is the blue Pikmin. Blue Pikmin. Deep in the cave I discovered in a forest, I've encountered blue Pikmin. These blue fellows have something resembling gills on their cheeks, and they appear to be amphibious, surviving in both water and on land. The wonders of nature never cease to stun me, even in this alien land. Bomb Rock! Pikmin killed in explosion. Oh horrors! A bomb rock explosion engulfed my Pikmin. The last horrified facial expression is burnt into my memory. I must review my procedures for handling Pikmin with bomb rocks, so I do not repeat this mistake. The explanations that Olimar will give will be different depending on which version you're playing, so I'm just gonna say this one. I think this is the one. Oh yeah, this is the one for the Wii version. When I press A to throw a Pikmin who are carrying bomb rocks, they will toss their bomb rocks at a nearby obstacle or walls. When I load them into an onion, they will drop their bomb rocks. To separate bomb rock carriers from other Pikmin, I merely disband them with C and hold A and grab one for a moment. To switch Pikmin I'm holding, I can press and hold A, then press B. It's a touch difficult to master, but I must. So yeah, the Wii version is the one that I did play for the Let's Play, and I don't think I actually had a Pikmin die to a bomb rock. Or maybe I did. I cannot remember. It's been a while since I've done that Let's Play. The next one, collecting pellets. The Pikmin are always carrying their prey back to the onions. Close observation indicates that taking food pellets to onions of the same color results in the release of larger numbers of Pikmin seeds. I've also found ways to group Pikmin by color. I can hold A to grab one for a moment, and I can press Press X to dismiss them. That was for the GameCube version. Fire. Fire should be the natural enemy of the Pikmin, but closer examination, I found red Pikmin to be impervious to it. It is fascinating. The reds continue through the flames, completely oblivious to any Pikmin burning around them. 5 more parts. This message will appear when there are 5 parts or less missing. If I can just find 5 more parts or so-and-so, the dolphin will be fully rebuilt. By the time, but time has grown short. I must not flag in my search. If I cannot recover any piece, I will not give up. Surely some of these parts aren't absolutely necessary. I can almost see my smiling family. Optional parts. There are now only so-and-so parts that I still need to retrieve. Will I be able to recover the remaining parts in so-and-so more days? Surely there are some parts that are not absolutely necessary. If my ship is not complete by day 30, the only way I will find out is to try to lift off. I just recall the day I took my son for a ride in this spaceship. He was so happy. I shall tell him of this journey when I return, and I shall return. I must. I can already see the look of wonder in his precious face as I describe my adventures with the Pikmin. Olimar is down. I've been careless, sustaining damage beyond my spacesuit's limits. My crisis transport system saved me. That I lost all of my Pikmin I had with me. I must pay closer attention to my spacesuit damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. I can press A by the dolphin to repair my suit. Partial extinction. What exactly are these Pikmin? One could classify them as both plant and animal. They mature from leaf to bud and finally to blossom. When one of all color are lost, the onion instinctively pulls out new seeds. How does it know to do this? What a mysterious life form. Pikmin extinction. The Pikmin have all perished because of my own carelessness. I am an utter disgrace as a leader. How can I continue to collect parts without them? Still, the onion joins me in low orbit, as if this Pikmin extinction had never happened. I shan't sleep tonight. It makes you think of how devastating it was for Olimar to witness Pikmin extinction and how he failed as a leader, but only to find out that, oh hey, the onion spat out a new seed. Okay, all's good, I guess. Pikmin left behind. The Pikmin that I did not bring to the onion all vanished overnight. It may well be that they've fallen prey to the planet's nocturnal creatures. An ugly thought. Perhaps this is why they follow me into the atmosphere. I'm starting to grasp the cycles of life on this planet. Pikmin maturity. I have seen that at times the leaf atop a Pikmin's head will grow into a bud and then into a flower. It appears that if I do not pick the Pikmin sprouts, they gradually bloom over time. Fascinating. This melding of plant and animal traits is surely unique in the natural world. I have found the increased swiftness of the flower Pikmin to be a tremendous benefit. Also, my diligent observation has recorded instances in which flower Pikmin lost in battle have left seeds behind. This is why on days after fierce battles, I occasionally find new sprouts growing. That's pretty interesting. So it's the flower Pikmin that leaves seeds behind in battle and not just any Pikmin. That's pretty interesting. Fruit choosing. I have made a new discovery. The Pikmin can choose their own routes or routes depending on how you pronounce it. But does this indicate rational thought or just basic instinct? Unfortunately, I cannot determine that at this point. I will be vigilant in my studies though. Yellow Pikmin discovered bomb rocks. I have now added yellow Pikmin to my list of discoveries. These creatures can wield bomb rocks. So perhaps I can use them to blast down rock walls and open new regions. Red and yellow Pikmin, as well as the bomb rock carriers. Break into squads when dismissed with C. If I grab one for a moment by holding A, I can swap them by pressing B. Yellow Pikmin haven't discovered bomb rocks. I've encountered yellow Pikmin deep in the Forest of Hope. The only visible difference between them and the reds is their abnormally large ears. I've noticed they fly higher than the reds when thrown. Perhaps there are other abilities as well. Close observation is necessary. And now onward to the creatures. So like I need to pick up my controller. Ah man, we're just gonna sit back and listen to the Pikmin theme. Well, anyway, starting off with the armored cannon beetle. This creature spits out massive rocks and boasts an impenetrable shell that repels all Pikmin attacks. Just before spitting out a boulder, it sucks in large breaths of air. Perhaps its air hole will provide a clue to its weakness. Beady Longlegs. This creature is so large it would tower over the dolphin. All the Pikmin can do is cling to its feet and try to slow it down. Its large torso is its sole weak point. Since yellow Pikmin fly highest, they should be most effective against it. Breadbug. This pesky scavenger is truly annoying. It attempts to steal the spoils that the Pikmin earn in battle. If the Pikmin chase it too far, they can be dragged into its lair along with their food. It may look weak, but its appearance is deceiving. Burrowing Snagret. This large subterranean life form suddenly erupts from underground to feast on nearby Pikmin. Its body is covered in slick scales which render Pikmin attacks ineffective. Surely it has a weak point somewhere. Well, that is indeed its head. Candy Pop Bud. When I throw a Pikmin into this flower, they pop right back out. I have named this very peculiar bloom the Candy Pop Bud. It's strange. No matter what color of Pikmin I throw in, the ones that pop out match the flower's color. Dwarf Bulborbs and Spotty Bulborbs. The most plentiful species on this planet, they are quite ferocious despite their appearance. Using their massive jaws to swallow Pikmin whole, frontal assaults result in disaster. Attacks from behind are more successful. Attacking their legs are also effective. Emperor Bulblax. My radar indicates that a giant member of the Bulborb species has swallowed the dolphin's final part. Yet, how am I to attack this gigantic beast? Testing explosive power of the bomb rocks the yellow Pikmin on Earth may prove valuable. Fiery Blowhog. I wonder just how this planet's life forms evolve. This creature belches fire, of all things. Once the Pikmin get caught up in the inferno, there is nothing that can be done. Blow your whistle on them, of course. If only they have the power to face such flames without fear of burning. Gulix. Within the transparent gel that envelops this organism into nuclei that appear to make up its actual torso, and most likely its entire nerve center. The nuclei look like they're hard, but I believe there must be some way to crack them. Honeywisp. The timid creature flies around collecting nectar from flowers. It typically hides itself, but shaking flowers can reveal its presence. The nectar, If that was captured on the microphone, that was my Itadori figurine falling from the monitor. It's one of the break time collection ones. So he just sits on a chair, but I put him on top of my monitor, and he just fell over. The nectar that it collects appears to be the Pikmin's favorite food. They instantly bloom when they eat it. Iridescent Flint Beetle. This creature's hypnotic reflective body is quite hard, giving it a good defense against Pikmin attacks. Why then do the Pikmin chase it in such a frenzy? I wonder if it will undergo any change if I hit it directly with Pikmin. Mamuta! This seems to be a gentle flower-loving creature, but if angered, it is fierce. Its mighty open hand smack, it reminds me of the time back home when a mosquito landed on my head and my wife tried to get it. Pearly Clamp. One would expect this creature to be a mollusk of the sea, but in fact it is also found in the forest. In the forest is typical of this planet's oddities. The pearl that rests inside appears to be one of great value, but it's actually a trap. Puffstool. This creature's cap is elastic. What was it? Negating any Pikmin attacks. Attacking its lower torso works better, but the Puffstool lets out the spores that turn Pikmin into mushrooms, which then attack me. They return to normal when shaken off. Puffy Blowhog. This is a large-bodied flying organism, but it is possible that its interior is as empty as a blimp. If I can land a large number of Pikmin on it, they may be able to ground it, and then once it's down, it will feel my Sprout's rage. Sheer Grub. Today I've learned something new about these creatures' behavioral patterns. They are very vexing bugs. They chew apart the bridges that the Pikmin build. All the effort the Pikmin went to. I must watch for these pests. Smoky Prog. This hideous beast comes from a strange hard egg. Its mollusk-like body is wrapped in an unpleasant gas that suffocates any Pikmin that inhales it. Attacking its head is successful, but it's best to eliminate it in its egg form. Wollihop. They are a troublesome creature by the water. It immediately tries to jump on and squish the Pikmin. So if I don't quickly issue commands, the Pikmin will get flattened. If they could use their strength to hold the beast down, could it still jump? We have the areas. Now we got the area for the distant spring. There appears to be a large cluster of parts here. If my calculations are correct, then I should be able to recover virtually all of my missing ship parts, but not quite all of them. Unfortunately, there still seem to be some parts still remain unaccounted for. I must find so-and-so more parts to further increase the dolphin's range. The forest navel. Deep within the forest navel, there are stranger creatures wandering about than any I've encountered. But as long as I'm with the Pikmin, I have nothing to fear. There appear to be many parts here. I need so-and-so more parts in order to increase the dolphin's range. The Forest of Hope. It appears that many ship parts have landed in this region. If I can recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances? Then I only have to press plus to locate my parts. Unlocking the distant spring. I've managed to increase the range of the dolphin. Looking from the dolphin's portal as it launches even higher into the sky, I see a vast wetland in the deepest parts of the forest. I shall call it the distant spring. I can begin my exploration of it tomorrow. For now, I must sleep. Unlocking the final trial. At last, but a single part remains. Since I recovered 29 of the missing parts, the dolphin's power is near capacity. In the forest depths below, I see a region where the final part must lie. Clearly, this is my final trial. My life support fails in so-and-so days. Courage. Unlocking the forest navel. With its newly increased functions, the dolphin now lifts high into the planet's atmosphere. I see a great depression in the woods beneath me. It looks like a belly button in the vast forest. Now that my ship is more stable, I should be able to set it down from there. And now we have miscellaneous. So these are entries that Olimar has nothing really important to say, and he just usually goes on about his memories of his life in Hocate, or any Pikmin nature he finds interesting. So, here we go. Number 1. When I see the Pikmin engaged in fierce battle with other creatures of this world, I often grow uneasy, wondering why they never attack me. Could it be they actually view me as a parental figure? A strange, disturbing thought. Number 2. I wonder if I shall ever be able to escape from this world, from how much suffering I must endure before I can finally see my family back home again. Still, my heart grows too heavy. I take comfort in my efforts. I will get home, or I will expire trying. Number 3. The creatures of this planet breathe a deadly poisonous gas, oxygen. At present, my spacesuit can filter the oxygen out, but if the batteries for my life support system should fail, I shudder to think about it. Number 4. No matter how many of their compatriots fall in battle, the Pikmin fight on. Would have this been a peaceful planet if I'd never come? No, surely the Pikmin lived like this before my arrival. They must have. In any case, I must not waver if I hope to return. Home. My task now is to do whatever I can to recover all of my dolphin's missing ship parts. Number 5. I wonder if these Pikmin are waiting for me to arrive. No, not necessarily me, but an alien being like me who could fight alongside them. On this planet they are a weak species, but maybe they see that they can use the power of an alien brain to climb the top of the natural order. Such ideas make me wonder if it was I who has been being used by them. Number 6. It has been so-and-so days since I landed on this planet. My reflection in the mirror is looking a little gaunt. And to think my wife warned me not to gain too much weight on this vacation. Ha! The thought makes me chortle. She would surely be surprised to see me now. It feels as if it's been many years since I last saw her. Number 7. This is an ever surprising ecosystem. What has caused this planet's vegetation to grow to such gigantic proportions? In comparison to the Pikmin and other creatures of this planet, the scale of plant life here seems inexplicable. Perhaps long ago, creatures of incomprehensive size walked the surface of this planet. Just imagine. Number 8. Occasionally, when I look behind me, I make some very amusing discoveries. The Pikmin all seem to follow me in the same fashion, but are always individual specimens that end up performing the wrong actions. I suppose if they are agile, capable Pikmin, they must also be clumsy, dim Pikmin as well. That is the natural way of things. Number 9. It is very strange. The scenery of this planet, which I once found hostile, now sometimes strikes me as surprisingly serene. Perhaps the Pikmin have opened my heart to the beauty of this world. I even started thinking that thinking there were some parts I do not need. A daydream. Number 10. My people were born out of the sea of stars to come down to Hokate, and we complete our lives, we return to the great oceans of the stars. But since these Pikmin come from the depths of the soil, surely to the soil they shall return. How very poetic, while it is all very alien to me. The basic premise is universally beautiful. Number 11. At times, these seemingly emotionless Pikmin act with a blind urgency. For instance, the Pikmin who is so tirelessly dig up grass. What could be driving them to do so? It is merely the promise of the sweet taste of nectar. Is it merely the promise of sweet taste of nectar, or is it some base instinct that is beyond my capacity to understand? Will I ever know? Number 12. At first glance, the Pikmin have such innocent faces, but this is misleading. They can actually be surprisingly whimsical. After leaving the group, they dig up plants on their own and frolic about, sometimes never returning to the onion. When I find none following me, I begin to worry. I must pay careful mind to their movements. Number 13. Gradually, my repairs to the dolphin continue. This ship is like a part of me. One could even say that it is tied to my very essence. Yes, it was a long, one might say, epic journey. Going from mere repairman to captain of my own ship. But now I'm rambling. Number 14. Looking from this planet into the skies above, I see a pale white moon floating overhead. It brings to mind memories of the moon from back home. I bet that even now my wife and children are sitting home gazing upon our pale red moon. Hang on, dear ones, your Olimar will return someday. Number 15. When I am surrounded by legions of Pikmin, I've always pictured the face of my boss, the head of Pilot Union. He was always so sharp-tongued with his orders, but I imagine he must have felt much the way I do now. It's funny how a change in perspective can bring with a deeper understanding of others. The head of Pilot Union. Huh. Okay then. Number 16. I can't help but hear a slow hissing sound inside my head. It seems that this stress is causing the last of my hair to fall out. My wife always warned me to not let the little things bother me, to prepare for the bigger things instead. Very well, I shall heed her sage words. This shall be the last time I count my precious, precious strands. 1, 2... Number 17. No, do not turn off. Number 17. Today's dinner is instant space noodles once again. It feels as if I've been eating it forever, and I never liked it to begin with. Certainly, I do not want to drain my savings, but perhaps I should have not budgeted so tightly. How I long for my wife's home cooking. Number 18. I've been preoccupied with my own problems, but I'm certain that my worries pale beside my family's fear for my safety. I am always amazed at how much my children have changed when I return from a lengthy trip. Even with the father gone, the children grow. When I return, I shall load up my family and take them with me for a change. Number 20. I had a horrific dream last night. I was home, my wife was cooking the Pick brand carrots I love so much, and I was eating them. Though I had eaten my fill, she kept bringing me more fresh carrots until my mouth was full. I woke grasping for breath, and I'm certain it is because these Pikmin remind me of these carrots that I have such a dream. Number 21. I'm always intrigued as to whether or not such vast number of Pikmin can truly sleep inside such a small onion. What sort of vessel is it inside? Does it somehow transcend the laws of physics? Just once, I would like to have the chance to see for myself. Number 22. My daughter, who was always so sweet in her youth, has become so precious lately. I don't know what that word is, but anyway. I can only imagine how many headaches has she caused her mother in my absence. With her parentage, I am certain she will grow into a beautiful woman. Still, as a father, a daughter's beauty is a seed that blooms nothing but worry. Number 23. So days have passed since I began my search with the Pikmin. They are an ever mysterious life form. They grow like plants do, but they're also mobile and active like animals are. Individually, they seem weak, but in truth, I am beginning to believe that they could be an I am beginning to believe that could be an exponentially mighty species if properly organized. I certainly hope so. Number 24. I've been stranded on this planet for some time, and I have grown used to my life here. At times, I even find it quite bearable. I know that as soon as I return, I'll once again be subjugated to daily ridicule by my despicable boss. If I only could be a Pikmin. No! I mustn't think such thoughts. I have a family. I will not give up. Ever. At this point, I no longer care what happens. Surely not even a last-minute push could guarantee my success. Now that I think about it, my wife always said I gave up too easily. What does she know anyway? When did she become a licensed psychiatrist? Now I am upset. I guess I will go to sleep early tonight. Number 26. I suppose I have done well to get by without much motivation. I have made it this far without any hope. I must do all I can with the time I have remaining. Vigilance, Olimar. Vigilance. Number 27. I don't have much time to write. When I inspected the onion's legs, I saw that they were covered by tiny little hairs. It is kind of disturbing. And now, these are the unused and unknown messages here. So, unused, number 1. I've finally recovered all 30 parts of my ship and succeeded in escaping this strange world. To think of all the times I almost gave up on now that I almost gave up hope. On now the distant service, the brave Pikmin that aided me in my perilous quest are running about as if I have never come. Will our paths ever cross again? At any rate, I can finally return to our home world. I feel relief, of course, but also a certain sadness. I can't exactly say. Perhaps I'm just thinking of the long journey through space that still lies before me. This time, I shall set my ship's navigation system so that I encounter no more meteors. And I shall enjoy a long, relaxing sleep. I shall never forget you, Pikmin. Aww. And then Pikmin 2 happened. And now, Unknown 1. How do these Pikmin choose a route to return to their onions? Is it an obstacle If an obstacle blocks their path, they just seem to carry their load in a tight circle. It is obvious their intelligence has limits. It seems I must order them to tear down the walls to open the way. Unknown 2. Being so short that this... oh, whoops. I'm so very tired. That's it. That is it. So, that is every single one of the of Olimar's voyage logs for Pikmin 1. Up on screen, I'll put up on screen right here of all of Olimar's drawings for his voyage log. They're all pretty cool. Some of them show off Pikmin performing tasks. Some of them will show off his family. Some of them will, or actually most of them will show off all the creatures he's encountered. So, I hope you all enjoyed this little bonus episode of going through Olimar's logs. So, that is every single bonus episode that I had to show off for the past Pikmin Let's Plays that I had. And now, it is time to move on with the next Let's Play series. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and I hope you all will have a good one.